The world's a canvas painted in hues, 1,000 stories, 1,000,000 views. Step outside the lines you've drawn, let the colors blend, a brand new dawn. Don't fear the shadows or the unknown. Seeds of wisdom are always sown. Embrace the paths you've never walked, each one a lesson, a door unlocked.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jay Shorey.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome along to JQS Rocks 2026. You should know me by now. You've seen my face enough times, but I'm Jay. And I am the owner of JQS Learning, and this is our event, third year doing JQS Rocks. Very pleased to be able to offer this so that students can see their work on the screen and receive the acclaim that they deserve, which all of them deserve, but we can only give an award to one person each for each category, otherwise we'd give it to everyone. But there we go. I just need to get my cards so that I know who I'm going to introduce. Well, I do know them, but I need the facts. So here we go. Brilliant. We've got a great panel of special guests to ask questions, or they'll be asked questions, and then either in the Q&A you'll get to ask questions to them as well, or network with them afterwards if you wish to do that too. But here we go with the announcing of who is here. So the first of our special guests is an actress known for short films like Leo, a film that some of you might have heard of called Betrayed, Driver, feature films such as Bloody Mary 2, An Irish Girl, The Aryan Papers, and known as Lexi in Robin. Please welcome our first guest, who is Leona Clark. Okay, our second guest, who is a director and director of photography, known for some short films such as Jump, Betrayed, Unexpected Delivery, and feature films such as The Unfathomable Mr. Jones and Ferryman. Also known for a film that she played multiple different hats in making during COVID, and that was Void. But please give your hand to Dagmar Schreibenreich. Okay, our third guest is an actress, writer, director, known for short films Cuckoo, Secret Santa, and The Willows, and TV shows such as Waterloo Road, Coronation Street, and Doctors, but perhaps most known as Rosie Cartwright in Heartbeat. Please give your hand to Vanessa Hayhere. Okay, guest number 4. Someone I know quite well, a director, writer, producer, known for some short films like Jump, Split, Jake's the Mimic, and feature films such as The Caller, Reserve, and Good Neighbours. Also known quite recently for a film called Ghoul Squad, where I sit on a toilet, which is amazing. So please put your hands together for Richard Anthony Dunford. And our final special guest is an actress, writer, director, known for short films Bulldogs, White Girl, feature films Vengeance and Members Club, and TV shows Call the Midwife, Casualty, and the Twisted Fate of Amanda Knox, most known as Dina Munro in EastEnders. Please welcome Barbara Smith. And now, as a change to some listings, as they say, we have our Q&A host. Unfortunately, Steph De Palma's unable to make it today, but in her place, we have the director of Brighton Rocks. Please welcome James.
Okay, good afternoon. So, I'm James, and Dr. James. I have a doctorate, but that's showing off. I organise Brighton Rocks, which is the main, festival which Jay has been a part of. Jay's down there for the past 3 years, and this is a wonderful partnership that we're very happy with and proud, because we're all about outreach and supporting the young generation, and we're just so excited to see the works and make this event happen. So, without further ado, I'm going to be asking some questions to our very talented panel, and we hope this will just be a very insightful kind of window into the industry and how it really works, what's waiting for you, basically. And the common theme is what we're going to find is that each of our guests wears multiple hats, and that's the kind of thrust of each of the questions. You can see, how does that work? How do you do that and that? And that's very much what the industry is about. So there we are. Without further ado, my first victim is going to be Leona Clark. And great, very good. The main question which we're going to be asking Leona is, what came first, acting or producing? So could you tell us about the key elements in both of those roles, the key challenges, and how they coincide?
Sure. Acting was first for me. I started when I was very young. Started in theatre, did loads of Stagecoach, local theatre groups, did my first big stage production when I was 12 in Anne of Green Gables, and then transitioned into film and TV when I was about 21. Producing is something that sort of came hand in hand as soon as I went into film. I sort of realised I loved doing more than just the acting side of things, because with being part of crew, you can be on set 24/7. You can, see the whole side of the whole process. I'd say the key elements with acting is in a scene just being as in the moment as you can be, because you can try and plan your emotions. You can try and plan how you're going to respond to things, react to things. But if you pre-plan it and then you're out of the moment, it can be quite fake. So just making sure that you're very in the moment and just really reacting off the other person in front of you. And key elements with producing, I'd say, is be prepared for very last minute changes constantly. On the day you might have actors drop out, sicknesses, you might have venues, suddenly you can't film where you need to film. Schedules change, everything changes last minute. So just be super prepared for constant change.
Right, really well answered. And were there any moments during filming where you've had to switch quickly between creative performance and practical problem solving, where you had to switch? How did you manage that?
So I've been in a scene, quite an intense scene before, and after the scene, someone's come up to me and gone, okay, so our actor's not coming in today because they're sick. How do you want to do the rest of the day, because this entire schedule has changed? So very quickly switching between, okay, problem solving, I need to, obviously jiggle the whole schedule around, but then also get straight back into character. It's just, you just kind of get used to it. It's like a little switch that you turn on and off. Like as soon as that camera's rolling, the switches goes and everything else just disappears and you're the actor, and then you come out of it and it's the whole event planning situation, I'd say it is.
And we'd like to talk about your work, and I believe that you've recently been the lead in Touching Colour, is
Yes.
that correct? So we'd love to hear all about that. Please tell us.
So Touching Colours is a film about an artist that goes blind within the space of 3 days. And the story follows her journey into blindness, her partner struggles with the whole situation, her mental health, trying to deal with something that's, obviously as an artist, not to be able to see is horrific. And she struggles with thoughts of suicidal thoughts and everything, and it's based on a true story. So for me, I find acting and filmmaking, it's such a good platform to make something that's really inspiring. I mean, I've watched films where you walk out and you feel like you can change the world. So I want to make films that have that effect on people. So when I was approached about this role, I thought everything about it is incredible. The end of the story, she starts being able to see through her other senses. So her other senses heighten and she starts seeing in colours, and her whole life changes. And there's someone in New York that's developing something to help people who are blind to be able to see again. So this film was raising money that goes towards that. So again, I feel like that's such an incredible thing to be able to do, to raise money for people that, there's so many people in the world that go blind every single day. And even for the partners, people don't realise the effect that it has on the people around the people that go blind, the families, the boyfriends, the girlfriends. So yeah, for me it was an amazing opportunity to be part of something that is really powerful and really important.
Beautiful, wonderful. So thanks, thank you very much, Leona. We're going to come back to you with at least one question that, for all the panel. But if I could now pass the mic to Dagmar, that would be great. So Dagmar, your two hats, well, many I'm sure, but in Void, particularly, you were both director and cinematographer. So those are two huge jobs. So how did you manage having control over both performances, and the visual language of the film?
Okay, so just to mention in Void, this was actually my first film that I've directed, and it was created during lockdown. And as a necessity, I didn't just do cinematography and directing, I basically acted. So I worked, and then I basically did everything on the film. I thought, what can I do? I've got all this time, and I want to be creative, and I kind of want to speak about this crazy time. And so I reached out to writers, and I said, this is kind of the story I want to make. And I got some scripts back, and then decided for one, and worked together with the writer a little bit on that, and then went into making it. And as I was doing cinematography, I obviously had some basic lighting equipment and camera equipment, and I thought, well, how I need an actress or an actor, or and I specifically said to the writer, write me something with like a one person. So if I have to, then, I can do it myself. So I came up with this way of, because obviously I had to focus the camera, so I stuck the camera on a tripod, and I had a monitor that I switched around, and I had a little, my stand-in, which was a tripod stand with a woolly hat, which basically was me. So I set the shot, I set the framing, I lit it, and then on the monitor, so everything is, shot in a non-moving way, static way. I then, removed the stand, and I basically, stood in and kind of checked, is it okay? And often, obviously, then rewatched it and made sure, because sometimes the focus was off, because I decided to shoot everything with shallow depth of field, nevertheless. So, and then I basically, due to what the story was about, I worked with, I think I had 4, at least, visual effects artists. So I turned, at the end of the story, I kind of turned myself into this slight monster. So it was like, putting kind of black dots on my face, markers basically for the VFX artist. To then track my face and create something else. And it was acting was this thing that wasn't there, and it was a huge challenge. And I think the film shows I'm not necessarily an actress, but I'm technically, and as my first film, I'm extremely proud of what I've done, and it kind of opened the door to other directing projects, and but it was a lot of planning, I would say, and also an amazing sound designer, because that's the one thing I decided I'm going to kind of leave out, because it's too much to kind of do myself. I had a very basic mic, but that was it.
No, well, we're sure you're far too hard on yourself. And the planning seems to be, this is a theme that's coming through in managing these very demanding roles. In going back to just director and cinematographer, is that an ideal for you, that maybe, some directors do want that to keep control of the visuals, or on balance, do you think it's healthier or more practical to have a DOP?
I would say absolutely. And on my latest films, I always worked with a cinematographer. It's more, I guess, out of necessity, budget reasons, sometimes to do things quickly and cheaply, because I can. But it's. I would say if you can focus on one thing, it's much better. But at the same time, having the background as a director in cinematography, it really allows you to speak the cinematographer's language. It allows you to understand what's possible. And sometimes, for example, my last film, I said to my DP, this is your job, because we met, he used to be my gaffer, and then on that project, he basically was my cinematographer. And I was like, this is not our last kind of working relationship. This is you being the DP. I want you to tell me how you see things. But there were a couple of occasions where I was like, this is what I want, because I know this can be done and that's how I see it. So, but yeah, it's, I gave him most of the time like full control, and that was great, because that freed me up to do kind of what I really wanted to do. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Dagmar. So if we could pass the mic to Vanessa, please. Great.
Hello.
And hello. So you wear many creative hats, actor, writer, and director. So which one feels most natural to you, and how do those disciplines inform each other?
Well, ever since I was little, I just loved performing. I played Mary in the Nativity, and that was it. I was like, I have to be on stage. And I loved acting. But my dad, this is the 80s, went to Singapore on a business trip, and he brought back home a massive JVC camcorder that I swear was like bigger than this chair. And then I started making my own little movies, and I would, every summer holiday, I would get my friends to come and be in it. And I'd always give myself a little cameo. I'd write it. And I'd put like the camera on skateboards and do dolly zooms. I wanted to be Steven Spielberg, but there were no female directors growing up. There wasn't one, I can't think of any. So I just thought that wasn't an option, but I knew I wanted to tell stories, and acting seemed like the thing to do. We'd watch Corrie every night on our TV. I was like, right, I'm going to be an actor then, this is it. So I pursued that, and I loved it, and it was brilliant, and I love acting. However, this industry is really, really cruel, and about 7 years ago, I got cast opposite, I won't say the name in case I get sued, an A-list actor for a Netflix TV series to play his love interest. And he was 12 years older than me. And the job got taken off me because they deemed me too old at 37 to play opposite a 52-year-old man. And I basically had a little bit of a breakdown. I did a lot of crying, and I said to my agent, I don't want to do this anymore. This is horrendous. I'm the best person for the job. I got the job. And she was like, darling, this happens more times than, I can tell you. So I took myself off, and the script was really awful as well. And I've been in a lot of continuing drama, and I love what I do, but some scripts are bad. And I was like, you know what? I think I can write better than this. So my husband basically set me a challenge. He was like, right, stop crying, get writing. So I was very dramatic. I took myself away to Norfolk to write in a converted church for a week. I'm going to come back with my masterpiece. But actually, I realised I loved writing. And I showed a producer friend of mine. He's like, oh, you can actually write. And so originally it was a vehicle for myself to like find good projects that I could be in, that wasn't age dependent. And then I soon realised that my ideas were bigger than me, and I just wanted to tell stories. And so then I started to make some short films. And again, from the writing, being behind the camera directing. And I'd realised all these years of being in soaps, I'd learned so much. It was a film school without me realising, and I knew where to put the camera, and I knew to get enough coverage of stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm actually good at this, and I'm good at talking to the actors because I know how I want to be spoken to. So it was a natural progression, and now I'm mainly behind the camera. I was just saying to these lovely ladies, and sorry, we didn't get chat outside, but I'm going back to acting for the first time in 3 years because I've been so busy with other stuff, and it's really exciting because I do love it, but it is grey, and also we need more women behind the camera, and I'm fighting that, waving that flag. But yeah, I just want to tell really fun stories and and I'm all for equality of an age. It doesn't matter what age. We should be telling stories for everybody, and those actresses should be the age that women are, which is all ages. So yeah, sorry, very long-winded answer.
Well said. Well said. Here, here, here. And when you're writing, do you write imagining yourself in some of the roles, or is that you know, does that come later?
At the start, I was all about me. You know, I was like, I'm going to cast myself and give myself a really gorgeous love interest and all of this stuff. Not anymore. No, I don't, because I'm quite a visual writer, and I really want to be directing my own projects. And I've been in one of my short films after my lead actress, a bit like we were saying, when the problems happened, she dropped out the day before, and we'd hired in crew, insurance, everything. You know, we'd spent money, and I stepped into the part. Never again, because it's really hard to have one eye on the monitor and direct yourself as well. And be sort of aware of the visual, the overall picture. So I don't write for myself anymore, but the writing, it's like I go to the cinema and I just sit in the front row and I see the pictures in front of me and I just write away. My husband says, oh, I look like I'm possessed when I write. I write in an armchair. I don't even write at a table. I write with an armchair with a poof and two kittens next to me, and I'm just off in my happy place all day. And it's great if someone pays me as well.
Oh, that's even better. And is there one particular project you'd like to tell us about that kind of really pushed you and you're proud of?
Well, yes, actually, it's the project I've just, I say I'm at the beginning of a very long journey, but this is another thing. I just enter competitions left, right and centre. The free ones, I hate paying for stuff, but I entered a Channel 4 writing competition last year, and my project got selected, and I got into paid development through Channel 4, and they gave me a mentor, amazing horror film producer. So this is based on my short film, which I've now developed into a feature film. But it was so hard working with a real everyone's real, but like a BAFTA-winning, Oscar-nominated producer who was all like, how are we going to sell this? What are the beats? And she tore my script to shreds, and I thought, this is really good to begin with. I've won this prize. No. You know, we went through 7 drafts, and from page 1 rewrites, and it was really challenging. And I was like, I don't even think I'm a writer anymore. My confidence was knocked. And, you know, and then I listened to her notes because I'm a good pupil. I was like, I wanted to please her. And then I kind of lost myself along the way and, you know, read it back. And I'm like, this doesn't even sound like me anymore. So it's been I think you're always learning, especially in this industry when you work with different people. But that's been amazing. It's been a challenge, but it's now gone out into the world, and we've just had some amazing interest from producers and companies, some phenomenal people that have asked to read the script. So it's very early days, but, you know, stay tuned. 3 years' time, hopefully my film will be showing in this screen because it takes forever. But yeah.
Great, wonderful. Thanks so much. Can we pass down to Barbara, please? So you also wear 3 hats, at least: actor, writer, and director. So could you tell us about that, please?
Yeah, sure. So, some of the other ladies, I've been acting since I was quite young. I actually started out in musical theatre when I was like 10 years old, and I did Oliver on the West End with Rowan Atkinson, which was really fun. And then I got a scholarship to a musical theatre school, and I was doing that. And then I kind of noticed that acting was helping me kind of understand other people better, and I really liked that, and it was helping me understand myself better. And so I was like, I think I want to act. And then as I got a bit older, I became like a die-hard film fan. Like, I go to the cinema like twice a week usually. I got that Limitless card. So I became a really die-hard film fan, and that's when I was kind of like, I've got so much I want to say and express, and I want to make my own films. And so I made my first short film last year, which we shot the whole thing in one take, which was actually like, obviously it's quite trendy at the moment with adolescents, but I would recommend it as a good place to start, because with my experience, like you, I knew how to talk to actors because I know how I want to be spoken to. And I come from the theatre world, and it's like a way to kind of learn about cameras without having to like make a shot list and all that like kind of stuff that can seem quite intimidating. But yeah, so it was kind of a little bit not separate for me in a way, but I definitely was like, I'm not acting in my first short film. It's also a film about misogyny, and I wanted the absence of a woman's voice to kind of be noted, so I wasn't going to be in it. But yeah, it was kind of a collab but separate. I'm just ultimately like a very big film lover, and yeah, that's kind of
beautiful. And is there one particular kind of what's your go-to genre, basically? You love films, but is there one in particular that infiltrates your own work?
Oh, good question. Well, I love character-driven dramas. I kind of, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but Force Majeure by directed by Ruben Ostlund was a big inspiration for my film She's in the Bathroom. I love horror. I'm a big horror fan. And I was in a horror comedy for the first time, which was really fun a couple of years back. But yeah, horror and kind of character-driven dramas, and I love when they combine. That's my favorite, like Midsummer, Hereditary, things like that. So, yeah, I think, but always as an actor, that's where it kind of differs. Is as an actor, for me, it's always more about the character than it is the genre. But when I'm making something or a fan of something, I am more driven by genre, if that makes sense.
Great. Loved seeing horror.
Yes, me too.
Wonderful. Thanks, Barbara. So, Richard, we could pick on you. So, your three hats are, I believe, director, writer, and producer. So, how do you balance the creative freedom of directing and the very kind of practical side of producing?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, my stuff's kind of like an ultra micro budget. So we're talking like, not even like micro budget's kind of like 100 grand to 500, but mine's like tens of thousands, so it's like 20 to 30 kind of thing. So yeah, I very much write with budget in mind. So like on my most recent one, I set my limit so I could only have 5 actors per day kind of thing. So that's kind of like quite a nice way to limit stuff. But story-wise, that doesn't mean you still can't tell a story, you know, but maybe you just have to sort of delve deeper into those characters rather than like have a car chase or something, you know.
Yeah. And when you're directing something that you've written, how do you then form collaborations that allow the story to kind of stay true to what you had in mind?
I think when I start working with actors, like the first take, I'll kind of give them no direction at all, other than like maybe I'll tell them like the framing and if there's any blocking. But in terms of character, I'll kind of give them nothing just to see how they've interpreted the words on the page. And also you might come out with like a little gem that you didn't think was there kind of thing. Then if there's, you know, multiple ways to do something, like you could do something sarcastically or you could do it sincerely. If you've got time, it's always worth trying that. So yeah, I do think you need to be open to collaboration, but not to rely on it too much. Like if you get to set and you haven't got a plan, you just think, oh, I'll just let the DOP figure it out kind of thing. Like you could be in trouble because time's always going to be your enemy, and you know you could be on a 10-hour shoot and it'll feel like 10 minutes kind of thing. So yeah, so be open, I'd say, but don't rely on it too much.
Okay. And looking back, is there any particular project or moment that taught you something really fundamental about filmmaking or storytelling?
So I did a short film in 2014, and it's just like a senior couple and an older couple. It's a film about dementia. It's like this older couple and they're on a hillside, just the two of them sort of talking on a bench, and it's all very peaceful and it's very scenic, and they've got like this beautiful view. But in reality, like it wasn't that at all. You know, you could hear lawnmowers and like planes going overhead, and there were people walking their dogs that like kept interrupting us and stuff. And at one point, we had like a bus full of foreign students showed up, about 15, 20 students, and they started sort of throwing paper aeroplanes, but they were throwing them into the wind, so they just came back and hit themselves in the face. But then when you watch the film, like you don't see any of that, so it seems like peaceful and serene and you know, idyllic. So I guess that taught me that the only reality that matters is actually what's on that screen, what's in that frame, and everything else is kind of irrelevant. So you can, you know, sort of cheat a lot and get around stuff.
Yeah, no, that is cinema. That's the magic of cinema. So thanks very much. Really great, beautiful answers there. Very insightful. And now I have a question for you all, if we have time, which is if you could go back and give advice to yourself at the beginning of your career, what would you say and what would you wish someone had told you about sustaining a life in the arts? So I don't know who wants to go perhaps for Can we, any?
I would tell my younger self, do not wait for permission. Just go and do it, make it. Because if you're waiting for someone to tell you, yeah, go and do that, you'll be waiting forever. Making your own stuff, wearing the multiple hats. It's a really cruel industry. It is wonderful, which is why we all do it, because it's a bit like a disease. You just can't shake it off. But making stuff, and just go and do it. Shoot on an iPhone. Curry Barker with, Obsession, Kane Parsons, they started on making stuff on YouTube. We've now got the technology with iPhones. Me and my dad's JVC camera. I think it's just keep on going and ignore the no's as well, because it's so subjective and objective and people's tastes change. But if you love what you do, just keep on doing it. And I felt like I couldn't write because I'm really bad at spelling and grammar. Now someone, that I have a script editor that does it. So it doesn't matter, it's fine. So yeah, go and make stuff. That's my advice to myself and to all of you.
I think, this was, at the end of the day, the essence of it all. I think just, listen to yourself. And if there is something that you kind of need to get out there, well, just go and do it. And I think, personally, I would say to myself, don't try and be so perfect, just do it, Rather make 10 imperfect projects than one that's perfect. And it isn't anyway. So, yeah, that's the main one.
I 100% agree. If you're going to wait for someone to give you work, then you might wait forever. I would say don't take things personally. I feel like 90% of being an actor is rejection. And it's not personal. It can be down to your hair color, your eye color, your height, who they've chosen for the lead opposite you that they prefer. And don't get attached to things. I've read breakdowns. I thought, this role is so cool. I want this film. And then I get obsessed and I send my self-tape. And every time my phone buzzes, I'm like, oh, I've got it. And I don't. And the disappointment is insane. So do the audition, love the audition, move on. Put it away, put it out of your brain, done. But yeah, rejection is the main thing, and find something else that you love, something creative that you can do alongside it, so that isn't your entire world. Find something that has a creative outlet and that you can do alongside, so you're not constantly waiting for the next job, essentially.
Yeah, well, they've kind of all said what I was going to say. Definitely make your own stuff, 100%. I would say to myself, don't be such a perfectionist. I think I stopped myself doing so much because I was like, oh no, but I want to do that when I'm really ready to do that, when I really feel like I'm going to be amazing when I do that. And you're never ready. You just decide to do it. And that's what makes you ready. So yeah, I would say, don't be a perfectionist. Just... and don't feel like you need to wait till you're ready, just do it. And also, sustaining a life in the arts, I would say it's very important to have other things that you like, very important, otherwise you'll go insane. But also, you do need to have this solid core within you, and whatever you can do to build that up, of just this kind of belief in yourself, which can waver, but you do need to kind of have that belief to go forward and to keep doing it and to remember why you did this in the first place. Remember why you do it. Because otherwise you'll get bogged down in all the things like I need to look like this, I need to do that, I need to whatever it is to conform to the industry. You kind of have within you that belief in yourself, and also, why do I want to do this? Why did I start doing this?
I remember about 10 years ago, this is industry guy said to me, you should find a genre and sort of master it. So if you're the slasher horror guy, that means when people are making a slasher horror, they'll kind of come to you. I've sort of ignored this though, and I've just gone and made all different types of projects, different genres, because I wanted to sort of have a go at everything, Not to say that that's not bad advice though. I think it sort of depends kind of what your aim is. So if you're trying to make a living out of something, then maybe, find a genre and stick to it and sort of master that and be like the guy who does this genre. Or if you're kind of just doing it for a love of it, I'd say just try different genres, try every sort of story out there and try telling different stories and challenging yourself kind of thing. So yeah, that's two contradictory bits of advice.
All right. Well, I'm afraid we'd love to hear more because these are incredibly real and useful and inspiring answers that we've heard. So round of applause, but unfortunately we have to move on to our thing. Round of applause to our panel. There we are. So indeed, I'll pass to you.
There we go. So here we go with our showcase of short films.
You know the opinion I entertain of mankind, and how much it is my desire to preserve myself from particular attachment and to keep my happiness independent of the caprice of others. But you, my lady, are making that ideal ever more hopeless.
And you, my lord, are making me wish young women could marry for love.
Morning. Francesca, I must speak with you.
Well, what can be so urgent? Will you not breakfast with us?
I cannot, Mother. I must inform you both that Francesca's betrothal has been put in order.
William, you cannot be serious. Francesca will marry when she is in love.
Mother, Francesca is my responsibility, and I think her marriage cannot simply be put off.
Sir, would it not be possible to...
Francesca, you are of age. People will talk, and I have to return to Europe. You are my responsibility, and I think it the safest option for you. An old friend's brother has recently returned from the continent. He is rich, he is sensible, and he is kind. You will be introduced in a fortnight.
William, you cannot be serious.
I am perfectly serious, madam.
Fran, are you distressed? Cecilia, my dear friend, William is insisting I marry. He says I am of age, and that my many opinions should be of vexation to someone else.
My dear, I am sorry. It is his opinions that are the vexation, surely. But should you not like it? To be married, to have a home, to be loved?
I am loved. I love and I am loved. In every letter he writes me, I love him. And yet my brother cares not.
Fran, I know you love your writer, but you have been writing but 3 months. You do not even know his name, nor his class, nor his character.
Cecilia, you shock me. I do indeed know his character. And as for your other concerns, I do not care. Love means more than just names and years of conversing. Now leave me, Cecilia, and let me cry alone in peace.
Do not write off your betrothal so hastily.
There you both are. Xander, were you being harsh on Laurie?
You wound me, sister. I am merely reminding him of what a superior fencer I am.
Your steward was looking for you.
Then I must go. Don't let him think too highly of himself.
Brother, I have just come from talking with Fran, and she is adamant that she will not marry you. She is in love, she says.
She's in love? Celia, I do not wish to inflict any misfortune upon Miss Sinclair,
You
but...
do not know Mr. Sinclair. He has no intention to care for her, nor support her. He would much rather be gallivanting around Europe. If you do not marry her, she will be sold to the highest bidder.
Sister, do not worry yourself about such things. I will make to her a suitable arrangement for our marriage. And I will not be easily deterred by her indifference.
Campbells. How are you? Where's Mr. Campbell?
He was called away to London on business.
Cecilia, what are you doing here?
Jessica, don't be rude.
And this is my younger brother, Lawrence Campbell.
Your brother? Well, shall we let these two get to know each other? Come now, William, lend your mother your arm.
I hear from my sister you're not altogether fond of our brother's plans for us.
I simply desire, sir, that should I not love on my own account, I should be allowed to preserve myself from particular attachment and keep my happiness independent of the caprice of others.
And I simply desire that young women could marry for love.
And here we can see Alan, an average A-level film student struggling with a short film. As a film enthusiast in his natural habitat, he...
Who the hell is that?
Oh, I'm just a silly, disembodied voice narrating your actions and watching you sleep.
Oh, yes, because that is not creepy at all, whatsoever.
Damn, rude much.
Look, whatever floats your boat, man. Hey, since you're already here, could you give me, like, your thoughts on this, you know, my current idea for the film?
I need you to teach this man a lesson, Luigi.
What kind of lesson?
What I need you to do, Luigi, is to teach this man a lesson about the importance of family.
What is the target's name?
You might have heard of this man. His name
Let
is...
me stop you right there. Are you serious?
I don't know, I think it could be a lot of fun.
Mate, it's your exam piece and you're doing something so generic. Pfft, Italian mobsters. Here's a better idea.
I'm gonna stab you!
That is terrible. Everybody's doing horror movies. I gotta stand out. I gotta do something unique, like, oh, I know.
Last night at Victor Grayson's annual Halloween costume party, Victor was murdered. Our only clues are an unsolved Rubik's Cube next to the corpse, and the knife used to stab him. My job's to identify which of the suspects was the perpetrator. Suspect number 1, David Draven, Victor's best friend and business partner.
Goddamn, look, Victor was like a goddamn brother to me. I couldn't have done it. I was just passed out drunk in the corner.
In my line of work, it is important to consider every single suspect. Even still, being wasted is a pretty good alibi. Thankfully, he wasn't our only suspect. Suspect number 2, Jared, Victor's roommate.
Yeah, man, what happened to Vincent, Man, it's messed up what happened to Vincent, man. Life is not fair, bro.
His name is Victor.
Who's Victor? I'm talking about Vincent Van Gogh. I'm so sorry for the guy, man. Vincent was like such a good artist, man. He was a visionary. He was the voice of a displaced generation.
Jared is a stupid, low IQ degenerate. There is no way he was the one that committed the murder. That leaves me with one suspect. Suspect number 3, Parkerson Park Parker III, Victor's second cousin on his mom's side.
I know I look like a serial killer, but I swear this is just a cosplay.
Do you have any hobbies, Mr. Parker?
Yeah, I'm a Rubik's Cube world champion.
Eureka. David Draven attempted to frame Parkinson by planting a Rubik's Cube at the scene. What he forgot to account for is that as a Rubik's Cube champion, Parkinson would have never left a cube unsolved. and a blood alcohol test confirmed my suspicions.
Yeah, honestly, I agree. This kind of sucks. Yeah, how about this?
The princess has been kidnapped, and only I can save her.
A damsel in distress in 2026 might, come on, get serious. It's so overplayed.
Now a gentleman in distress, though. Ooh. I know, like, zero woman who can act. How do you want me to film a movie with a female protagonist?
Who said anything about females?
God, you're useless. Why are you
Hey,
here?
I'm helping you. You could be at least a little grateful.
Grateful for what? You don't do anything. Do you even watch movies?
Maybe you're the movie!
remember to lock up before you go to bed. Just remember to lock up, okay?
Tell us what happened. I don't know. I can't remember. Yes, you can. Concentrate. I was at the beach. There was something in my hand. What was in your hand? It was a guava. A guava? Are you sure? No. It was a green dye. That works. What happened next? I was walking along a road. I going somewhere. But I can't remember where. Yes, you can. Think about it. I was going to a grocery store. What did you have to do there? I was getting something. I was getting myself a snack. No, you weren't. Right. I had to collect something. A note. It was at the Chips. The Chips? Try again. It was in the sauces aisle. What did the note say? Shopping list. 6 eggs, 4 bananas, milk, and... No, it didn't. You know what it said. It was the name of someone I had to meet somewhere. His name was... Will. Where did you have to meet Will? At the night market. What happened next? I got to the night market. But I can't remember what I had to do there. Yes, you can. You just told me. Focus. I was there to... I had to get some food. Wrong. That is not why you were there. I was there because I had to find someone. I had to find someone called Will. Why did you have to meet Will? I can't remember. This is too hard. You had something in your hand. What was it? It was the green dye. I had to give Will the green dye. Very good. But I couldn't give Will the green dye. Why not? Because I threw it off the pier. That is not what you did. You give Will the green dye. I give Will the green dye. Thank you for your cooperation. That is what will happen. You are now ready to go.
Exit, what exit is it?
I have to go. Nobody likes me. I hate myself. Even I hate me. Even I can't do it. Even I hate. I have to. People hate me. Nobody. Even I can't do it. I just can't keep on doing it. I hate myself. I'm scared.
The shortness of breath, I'll explain the infinite, how rare and beautiful it truly is that we exist.
You okay, love?
Yeah. No. I am. Thank you.
Just for one day, we can be heroes. Just for one day. I know where to go now. Find a way out, go east. know what he was on about me being short-sighted. Stupid tree. Ow! I hate these words. Right, I'm going this way. Would be being round into a circle, wouldn't it? Oh, looking alive. This is the wrong map.
Ina? Ina? Oh. Hello. Hello. Where? Happy turn day. Happy turn day to you too. Oh, thank you. Look at Mum. Mom? Hello. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. Oh, happy turn day. Thank you. Have you seen all your presents? I had a little look. I didn't open it. Jace, could you bring the matches, please? Happy turn day to you. Happy turn day to you. Happy turn day, dear Ina. Happy turn day to you. Stop. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, no way. Oh, not yet. No. What are you going to do? I mean, it's never happened before.
Never heard of such a thing.
Hello, hello, Miss Collins. This is Ina from, yes, year 13B, exactly. I wanted to ask your advice on university deferrals. I've had some problems with my turn day. 17, she's still here. I can't make her go.
second term day.
How old was I here?
4, I think. That was your 4th. Why are you holding on? You will be a part of her when she goes on to do things. She will take you with her. You will always be together.
Here, focus.
Okay, another round of applause for all of our films participants. Wonderful stuff.
So, to award Best Mise en Scène, we'd like to invite Vanessa and Leona, please, to come.
Would you like to do the honours? Open the golden hanging at the back, please. And the winner is A Question of Hunger, Matilda Block, producer. Well done.
Well, we can actually think Best Sound Design will be presented by Richard and Barbara.
The winner is Annoying Voice, Alan Sablikov, producer.
Okay, to award the Best Characterization Screenplay Award, Leona and Richard, would you please come to the stage?
Okay, so we had some wonderful screenplays, which you can read about in the programme. And this one is the award for...
I'm going to do the honours.
And the winner is When Claire Woke Up, Imogen Cole's producer. There you go. There's your certificate, and there is your trophy.
Another characterization award, Best Characterization, and this is in the short film category. Would Dagmar and Vanessa please come to the stage?
And the winner is?
Sunday, Kezia Harris, producer. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
All right, it's a big one. Best cinematography with Barbara and Leona, please.
And the winner is... Dun, dun, dun. Lycoris, Jack Chambers, producer.
Well done, great work.
Congrats.
Okay, and now we have an award, which is the Outstanding Achievement Award with Jay and Dagmar, please. Do the honours.
Always nervous about this one. It's the only one I know chose the answer, the winner for. So here we go. It was really tough. It was really tough to choose this one because I think you'll agree that all of the films and all of the synopsises for the screenplays were amazing. But here we go. So, is the winner?
I don't know if I can pronounce it.
Okay. I'll give it a go then, and then if I'm wrong.
Second part.
Okay, wonderful. Une lettre à Jenny.
Margot Sidwell Woods, producer.
Okay. My other hat and actually get the trophy. So I'll give you that. There you go. There is your certificate. There is your trophy. And I've forgotten one more thing. Coming up hands. Take photos with that.
Any words you want to say?
No, not really.
This is great words. Well done.
Oh, and Dagmar, please stay. Please. Indeed. And Richard, would you please do the honours to announce Best Director?
Best Director.
Who is it? Gabby's City Holidays, Sebastian Ashfield, producer. Congratulations. Thanks so much.
So there's your trophy, there's the certificate, and there's the feedback from the judges. And again, you can collect the box.
I hope you brought a big bag.
Richard, please stay. And Vanessa, would you please come to the stage to announce the Best Screenplay Award?
And the winner is?
The Recognition, Ruben Moisey, producer.
Come to the stage. For I believe, well, the ultimate award, and this is a huge one, Best Short Film.
Best short film. Let's go.
Okay, and the winner for Best Short Film.
All your films were amazing, though.
Yes,
Very good work, everyone.
congratulations. Is
Turn Day, Kezia Harris, producer.
So we just wait for a feedback from there. They are.
Thank you very much. It was very fun to make.
Oh, as it should be.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Also, I forgot to say, no one goes away without a certificate. So I'm going to say your names in turn of those who should be here to collect their certificates. So, this is fun. So, Dylan. Round of applause for Dylan, please. There you go. So you can have a photo. There we go. Well done, Dylan. Excellent. Okay, who we got next? Okay, Gwen. There you go, there's your certificate. So if you stand on the stage, yeah. Sorry, I've created a bit of a health and safety risk here, please don't sue me. Fabulous, well done, Gwen. Okay, Caitlin. Where's Caitlin? There she is, wonderful. There we go, thank you. Okay, and the last one, who have we got? And Isabel. There we go, wonderful stuff. Brilliant, well done everybody. Okay, well, just in closing then, just to say a massive thank you to all of our special guests. Please give them another round of applause. Thank you to James for hosting the Q&A. Absolutely marvellous work. And a massive thank you to all of you for being here for JQS Rocks 2026. This event gets better every single year that we do it, and it's down to the content that you'll provide. And yeah, it's been an amazing 10 films that we got to see, and obviously the screenplays were fantastic as well. So we'll do it all again next year. As I say, if you don't have to rush off, then please do sort of mingle and network before you have to run. If you have any burning questions for our panel, then please do try to catch them before they go. All of the posters that are done, please take your poster that's been laminated so that I don't have to take any home. Any trophies, as I said, I've got the boxes for them. So, you know, if you want the box, then please grab it as well so that your trophy don't break, because that would be annoying. So, yes, that's about it. So thanks once again, and see you next year, hopefully.
Of wisdom are always sown. Embrace the past.